Come here. Sit down, we're gonna have a little chat, you and me. Yeah, I know. You've got that look, like you just stumbled into something you don't want to hear. But hear me out. Because someone's gotta slap some reality into that thick skull of yours. You know what your problem is. And don't act like I'm talking nonsense. You know damn well what it is. You're flailing. You're twitchy. A damn leaf in the wind. Ever wonder why your life keeps spiraling, huh? Why relationships slip away like smoke? Why you're left time and again, holding nothing but the pieces of your own shattered ego? I'll tell you why. Because you've got the emotional stability of a 2-year-old with a sugar rush. One little hiccup and you're flapping your arms, ranting, raving, exploding. You think that makes you strong? Nah, that makes you predictable. That makes you weak. You're like a bomb with a faulty fuse, and everyone can see the smoke coming out of your ears. They see it, and they're just waiting to watch you blow yourself to pieces. Now, let me tell you a little something about Stoicism, my dear volatile little friend. Because I know it's a word you've heard before, and I know it's a word you like to toss around to sound smart. But it ain't just some fancy label or a chapter in a self-help book. No, no, no. Stoicism is the art of the unshakable, the impenetrable. It's the calm inside the hurricane. And you need it like a fish needs water, my friend. See, Stoicism is about keeping your damn composure. It's about being an anchor when everything around you is a goddamn tsunami. It's about not letting the chaos rattle your bones and turn your brain to mush. You keep your cool. You keep your silence. You stay collected, no matter how loud the world is screaming in your face. You don't flinch, you don't falter, and you sure as hell don't break down in front of everyone. Now, here's a little uncomfortable truth for you. Women, oh women, they've got this beautiful, messy, emotional storm inside them. And don't you dare roll your eyes. I'm not saying that's a flaw. No, it's just the way they're wired. They feel everything like an electric current. And that's where you come in. You're supposed to be the goddamn lightning rod, the calm amidst the chaos, the steady hand in a world full of shaking limbs. You think she wants another wreck? Another chaotic mess who can't keep his head when the world gets rough? Hell no. She's got her own storms to battle. What she needs is a fortress. A man who won't crumble, who won't panic, who won't try to fix her every time she vents. She doesn't need you to solve her problems. She needs you to be there, solid and unshakable. A mountain in the middle of her tempest. And don't think for 1 second that she doesn't know the difference between a man who's truly composed and a man who's just pretending to be. Women have a sixth sense for that kind of thing. They can smell the desperation, the insecurity, the cracks beneath the surface. And the minute you lose that composure, the second you start stuttering, panicking, or whining, oh, she sees it. She feels it. And she doesn't just lose respect for you, oh no, she loses trust. Because if you can't handle a conversation, how the hell are you going to handle a crisis? You ever notice how women talk? How they let it all out, just spill their guts like a river overflowing its banks. And what do? You flap your damn lips, interrupt, try to throw solutions at her. Like you're some genius engineer. Idiot. She doesn't want your damn blueprint. She wants your presence, your stillness, your patience. Sit there and listen. Let her empty the storm. And you stay the rock. The moment she feels that steadiness, oh boy, she'll know she can lean on you. She'll crave that steadiness. She won't say it outright. Hell, sometimes she won't even know it herself. But deep down, she's searching for that man who doesn't crumble, doesn't falter, doesn't crack under pressure. But the minute you break, the minute you start barking solutions, raising your voice, throwing your own frustrations into the mix, congratulations, genius. You just became part of the storm she's trying to survive. And she'll look elsewhere. She'll look for someone who can keep the damn walls from crumbling. Because when everything hits the fan, she's not going to turn to the man who loses his mind. She's going to turn to the man who can hold it together. Stoicism, my dear friend, isn't just about keeping women around. Nah, it's the goddamn cornerstone of civilization. You think our ancestors built this world by panicking every time something went sideways? You think they survived wars, plagues, and disasters by whining and throwing fits? No, they stayed calm. They adapted. They endured. Men who stood like stone pillars while the world burned around them. Those are the men who shaped history. And let me tell you something else. This ain't just about women. No, sir. This is about everyone watching you. Your friends, your enemies, your co-workers. Oh, they're all waiting. Watching for you to snap, to break, to show that crack in the armor. You know why? Because the second they see you lose it, they own you. You're no longer the man in control. You're the man who can't control himself. And that, my dear fragile friend, is weakness they can smell. It's like blood in the water for sharks. Once they see you bleed, they'll circle you. They'll test you. They'll know they can push you, manipulate you, control you, and you'll be left wondering how the hell you lost your grip on everything. Because you didn't hold the line. You didn't stay stoic. You let your emotions rule you, and now you're paying the price. Let people betray you. Let them walk out of your life. And do you know what you do? Absolutely nothing, not a damn thing. Go silent. You let their negativity bounce off you like pebbles off a mountain. You don't chase them. You don't plead. You don't rant or rave. You just exist, calm and composed. And you know what that does to them? It eats them alive because they wanted a reaction. They wanted to see you bleed. But all they get is a blank wall, and it drives them insane. They'll question themselves. Wonder if they ever mattered to you. Wonder how you can stay so damn calm while they're losing their minds. And that's where you win. Because you didn't let them pull you into their chaos. You didn't let them break you. Silence, stillness, stoicism. It's a weapon, the most powerful one you've got. And if you fake it, oh, they'll know. You can't fake composure for long, so you live it. You breathe it. You make stoicism the very marrow in your bones. Because the world will test you. People will push you. Life will hurl its worst at you. And if you break, if you shatter like cheap glass, well, then you were never strong to begin with. But if you hold firm, if you stay calm while the world loses its mind, then you, my friend, become the man who can't be conquered, the man who can't be broken, the man who stands silent and stoic while everything else turns to rubble. So what's it gonna be? Are you going to keep flailing like a puppet with cut strings? Or are you going to plant your feet, lock your jaw, and become the immovable force you were born to be? The choice is yours. But choose wisely, because the world doesn't give second chances to the weak.